What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be working on the 95. We were given some headlights by YITAMOTOR and AUTOSAVER88. They're going to go direct fit in the 85. We're going to replace them, or the 95, my bad. The ones he has on these are really old. They've even got condensation in them. I'm going to show you how to remove the whole grill, and then we're going to show you the new headlight units. It's really simple. It looks like somebody's already removed this grill and touched it before, because typically it's 7mm bolts all the way around. But he's got a T20 here on each side on the outside, and then 7mm here, 7mm here. There's a small bolt here, and then in here's a small bolt. And then once we remove all those, behind this light, there's a bottom tab. And right here in the middle, there's typically a tab, but it looks like whatever grill this is, or I don't know, this doesn't look like normal. But I'm pretty sure it's just the two tabs, and there might be a tab in here, but we'll see once we get the top loose.
Today's sponsor is YITAMOTOR and AUTOSAVER88. Both of their websites are located through Amazon. On their websites, you can choose from a multitude of items such as LED light bars, LED work lights, tow mirrors, headlight assemblies, control arms, catalytic converters, fog light assemblies, and much more. Click the link in the description to access their website and use my discount code in order to receive 10% off at checkout.
We're going to cut this open real quick. Here, let's put it on the ground once you get it cut. Alrighty. So it looks like, which one is this? This side looks like that is the driver's side. Let's set these where we can have a nice little spot. That should be the passenger side. Maybe that's the driver's side. We'll have to get it in there and fit, I believe. Yeah, that's actually the driver's side. That's the passenger side. You got that? Oh, just put it in your pocket? Or is it underneath this? There it is. Ooh. There's our blinker housings. Now typically, the wording is the angle. Here's the right. So this one, no, it would be this side. This would be this side. So those are our blinker housings. And then here is our little side panels. There's the top. That would be this side. This side, and those should be where we put our little blinker bulbs in at. Now, if we didn't get these in the package, which they sent us to replace these, we could just take these two screws out and this top light comes out, and then this is only 4 little Phillips head screws that hold the bottom end. But because we're replacing the sides as well, this whole grill's got to come out. Now, we've got to get in here, push these little tabs. Hard here, come do it. That's hard to hold the light and push the tab at the same time. And you twist them out. Other way. There you go. There's one. Be careful with the bulb. The other one. Right there. And then the last thing you need to undo real quick is right back up in here. This is your little running light bulb. You just got to twist and pull it out. And then we got to do the same thing to this side, and the grill should be ready to be removed once we lift up on those tabs. Just kind of pull gently, and it'll come tabbed out. There we go. All right, now we need to put the bulbs inside real quick so we don't mess up the bulbs.
Did you unhook this running light over here?
I don't know if I did or not. You might need to. There you go. Probably gonna need a few new little bulbs.
Might have to get it out of this.
They're easy to do though. All right, now remember there's a little tab right here. All right, so we got the grill removed. We did have to push down on this tab because it was caught, and this one was a little bit tricky, but just be careful pulling on it. It does get a little frustrating because it gets caught, but just be careful and just work with it till it gives. Ours finally gave. The next thing we're gonna do, typically you can just replace this piece and leave the hard plastic on there if you only received this. However, we were sent the whole setup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that back bracket, put this new back bracket on with the new light, get everything leveled out, set up right, because this has adjusters where you can adjust the depth and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the old one, put all new on since we have new. There's no reason for us to leave the old on. So we're gonna start removing. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 10mm bolts on each side. We're gonna take those off, and then we're gonna start installing the new ones. Once you get this housing out, don't yank because you'll bust them, but there's 2 little clips right there. You just take them bulbs out, finish them down through. We're good to go. This one's a little bit tricky because of the angle that it's at, but if you fish it right, you'll be able to get it through, or you just unplug it. It's the easiest way, honestly. And then that's it. What we're going to do is to make sure that since this was fitting properly, we're going to check out our new ones and make sure this back screw that I was talking about, the adjuster, is the same on the new one so that we don't mess up nothing. All right, so we got the first one installed. Looks really clean, looks really good with the black inlay. This is what it used to look like, and now this is what it looks like. So we're gonna finish up with the other side. We're gonna get the grill back on. Another thing, if you wanted to change the bulbs in here, the bulbs are, you know, typically super dim. You can't get a bright bulb put in here, but while you have these out, we went ahead and put some LEDs in so you could do the same. I'll have the link in the description. These are, I believe, what are these, 65K or 6K? Yeah. They're either 65 or 6K LEDs. They literally are plug and play straight to our factory plugs, and they look fantastic in here. So like I said, we're gonna finish getting this side buttoned up, get the grill on. We're gonna clean all this up while we have this off and have the chance, and then probably clean up the grill a little bit. But other than that, it's going pretty smooth so far. All right, now that we got both sides in, we're gonna work towards the grill. Now we're changing these little side markers, and you wanna make sure you put the correct one in, because if not, you're gonna look goofy. On the back here, you wanna be extremely careful. The actual screw that holds this little side marker in is plastic. However, the nut that's on it is metal. So be very, very careful when doing this, or else you will break that little plastic screw. But we're just gonna take a little 13mm. Most of these you can do with your hand, and I would probably suggest doing it with your hand just because it's very easy, just like that. but we're gonna remove them and then we're gonna clean the whole grill first. As you can see, we've already been wiping down this area because it was a little dirty. We're gonna wipe all this down first, put the new side markers in, and then we'll reinstall the grill. All right, so on the new lights, they're not already threaded on these side markers. So if you look at this screw, or I would say a nut, I'm not sure what it's actually technically called, but it has raised tabs. What I'm having to do is I'm taking a screwdriver on that tab and I'm hammering it down just enough to where when I go to put it on here, it catches right around there, and then I can twist it on nice and tight and snug so that these lights hold on and they don't pop out. So we're gonna adjust these little nuts real quick and it should snug all these up like we want them to. All right, we finally got the grill put back on, but let me tell you, it was a little bit of a struggle. This, fitting it into here, putting the grill over it, was very, very tough. There's a little bit of plastic on the bottom of this. We had to pull down, kind of wiggle one side in, and then this bumper kind of hinders you to get it around this light. But once you pull that plastic a little bit and pump it down into this little hole right here, it'll slide over. So we had to do one side at a time, being very careful not to scratch the lenses so that it would fit. So I just wanted to let y'all know it's very, very tough to squeeze it in there. But now we got everything rigged up. Your high beams are the ones with the cord covers on it. The low beams are the bare cords. And now we're gonna put the running light and blinker lens on, and we should be able to hook everything up and let y'all see what it looks like with the lights on. All right guys, so here is the finished product. We got the new headlights from YITAMOTOR and AUTOSAVER88 that are put in. It looks really, really good. The LEDs are super bright in this. The reflectors in this really help the light. But it looks fantastic. Doesn't take that long. Like I said, the only little struggle was to squeeze this in around here, but it's a nice, tight, snug fit. So that's really nice. But make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure you check out YITAMOTOR and AUTOSAVER88. Their links are in the description, and use the code in the description for the link for the headlights if you want 10% off on the headlights. And make sure you check out their website. They've got a ton of other stuff. We've got some other things we like to do to this truck, and we've got our eyes on it. But other than that, thanks a lot, and we'll see you later.